So this is the whole track. As I said, it's already finished, and I'm gonna play it for you now so you have an idea of how it's gonna sound like. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, just a few parts, but we're gonna construct it together anyway, so in the end you're gonna have the full track at hand. Alright, so let's go. Probably here, but we have to move the start point here so it's more in the groove. Yeah, exactly there. Simple as that, but another case of having different sources for your sample pack, not just standard things, nothing from Splice or anything, but like a sample pack from NASA, which has some cool stuff in there as well, and we can use just to give it a little bit of groove. And then next we're gonna have a vocal sample from some old sample pack. I'm gonna play it to you real quick, the whole one.
Well, it's the freestyle flow. I'm here to go to let you know.
Which sounds a little bit jagged now because it's not properly warped. And also we're gonna pitch it down.
We're
also gonna use, I think that's too low. We're only gonna use this part where it says I'm here to go.
Well, it's the freestyle flow. I'm here to go.
I think the warping is just not correct, right? So we're gonna move to BPM.
Well, it's the freestyle flow. I'm here to go to let.
Exactly, like this part.
I'm here to go to let.
We're just gonna use this one. I'm here to go.
I'm here to go to let.
In this case, I think it's better to do the warping in the, I think it's called session view, arrangement view, no. So we're gonna drag the sample here and edit it here because it's easier to manipulate the sample.
I'm here to go to let you know.
So let's get through it step by step, and I'm gonna explain why I did what I did there. So in the beginning we only have the kick and the bass, some of the loops going, but one of them is actually filtered. You can see it here. I filtered this with an auto filter, low pass filter, and it's only gonna come in back later. And the only top loop that is running is this one here, so let's have a listen. It's just a small basic groove to slowly introduce all the elements. We have like a double kick that's coming here to be like a starter or an incidental for these elements coming in here. This is the second top loop. This is like the bass groove of the drum rack, and this is the snare, of course. As you're gonna notice, I stopped doing the drum fills in the beginning here. They are only gonna be introduced here, so to make it even slower, to like slowly build up the track. Here the vocal sample comes in together with the hi-hat, which is a nice touch, I think. Bear in mind there's still some effects coming, and this is a totally raw mix, so we are still gonna work on like the small effects that are gonna glue together all the element changes, and of course the mix down. Now this element that I called bassy, where we just used the short loop in the beginning, it's slowly gonna come in. Maybe we even need to make this bigger. But let's have a listen. So without this playing, without the trigger gate here, it's gonna have its normal sound while it's getting filtered down. And there's actually another thing that I wanted to do here, which is have a huge reverb on the send. And I'm actually gonna use one of Native Instruments plugins here called which is one of my favorite reverb plugins, and it has been free for a while, but I think it's not anymore. And there's this creative section in the presets, and I'm gonna use the what was it, the synth layer, I think. Let's have a listen. Of course, since it's a what's called a return track, I'm gonna put the mix on 100% because we're gonna mix it in here with the return. But let's have a listen first. No, that's the wrong one. I have to use another one. I think it's probably then the synth tail, step tail, whatever. Yeah, that's the one. It's like a basic huge reverb I use to do some tension, to create some tension in the track, which is always nice, especially at this part. And I'm gonna do it like this. So the synth kind of thing is slowly introduced back with the auto filter, and the send with the reverb is gonna be introduced as well, and then turned down again for the filtering. Let's have a listen. So it's building up even more. So that's the basic idea, to get this synths out and have just all the other elements playing. We are gonna listen to the outro now. It's just a few elements coming back in. That's what I told you before, to make like the mixing part where you're mixing in the next track a little bit more interesting, with a little bit more elements to play with. I also filtered out the chord here in the main part, like a main break. And again, the 10 with the chord working perfectly together. Just those elements. They're gonna be done for the outro, which is here. Maybe we should filter this down as well. To slowly get rid of this element here. I think that works really well because it has a lot of like overtones that are sticking out that we are now filter easily. By the way, if you're holding Alt or Option on your keyboard, then you can do the smooth lines which are not just straight, which works well here, I think.